What's up, guys? Back for another Honkai Star World video, and in this video we're going to talk about should you summon for Topaz and Numby. Now before we jump into this video, I've been trying to record this for about an hour now. Unfortunately the headphones I was using, unfortunately there are dollar store headphones, but I do like them, right, because I hate wearing a headset, right? So I'm using new headphones, so the audio that I normally, because I don't have the game going in the background, just to play like background noise while I talk, is super low. So I'm just gonna pray this works for the one time, because it's already super late and I just have a million things I have to do. But if you want to know why it took me about an hour, 2 hours before I could, sit down and record this, go ahead and click on my Twitter link in the description, and you'll probably know why. If you are, in the know for Honkai Star Rail stuff, you probably understand why. But unfortunately, I can't talk about them because, yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So Topaz and Numby is a very cool character. I will say Topaz is very hot and Numby is very cute. Deadly combo for, people who like to summon based off characters' look. I ended up skipping Topaz because it was right after my funny E1 Jinglu shenanigans, and I was definitely in need of saving. However, I might summon for Topaz as she's pretty universally strong as she buffs follow-up attacks. Now, how I'm going to do this video is I'm going to go over Topaz's kit, talk about what characters she's good with, give my general, should a general account use her, right? For example, I think a good general character is Adventuring. He sustains, increases crit damage with his ultimate, which, dot characters can't really use that. But the sustain is pretty universally used, so I think he's a good universal character, same with Fushuan, right? And then after that, I'll just say anything else I want to say. So let's jump into the kit. So Topaz is a 5-star fire hunt character. Her first attack is just 100% attack, basic, pretty basic stuff. Yeah, get it, basic attack. Anyway, skill inflicts a single target enemy with proof of death. Increases the damage it takes from follow-up attacks by 50%. Proof of death only takes effect on the most recent target it is applied to. If there are no enemies inflicted with proof of death on the field, when an ally turns star or when an ally takes action, Topaz will inflict a random enemy with proof of death. That deals fire damage equal to 150 of Topaz's attack to this target. Using this skill to deal damage is considered as launching a follow-up attack. This is important for later. Her ultimate, Turn a Profit, because we love stonks. Numby enters the Windfall Bonanza state, and its damage multiplier increases by 150. The crit damage increases by 25%. Also, when enemies with proof of death are hit by an ally's basic attack, skill, or ultimate, Numby's action is advanced forward by 50%. Numby exits the Windfall Bonanza state after using 2 attacks. Then the talent summons Numby at the start of battle. Numby has 80 speed by default. When taking action, Numby launches follow-up attacks on a single enemy target inflicted with proof of death, dealing 150 fire damage equal to fire damage equal to 150 of Topaz's attack. Yeah, I can read. When enemies inflicted with period of death receive an ally's follow-up attack, Numby's action is advanced forward by 50%. The action advanced forward effect cannot be triggered during Numby's own turn. When Topaz is down, Numby disappears. So pretty much what you would do is you would skill whatever enemy you want to do the most damage to, and then when you ult, Numby will do more damage, and pretty much anything you do will action advance Numby. So you want to use Topaz with follow-up attack units, which is pretty obvious considering her skill increases follow-up attack damage. Then, her technique is pretty cool. Summons Numby when Topaz enters the overworld. Numby will automatically search for basic treasures and trotters in a set radius. Using her technique will regenerate 60 energy for Topaz after Numby's first attack in the next battle. Topaz is still in the team after using her technique and defeating overworld enemies. A small amount of credits will be added to earn credits. A maximum of 10,000 bonus credits can be received each day. After using her technique and defeating enemies in the Similar Universe, you get a small amount of cosmic fragments and a small chance to obtain 1 random Kuro. So it does help in Similar Universe. But Topaz doubles as a easy way to find chests, but I mean, you could just look them up online, so that's not a huge issue. Then, her bonus abilities are after Numby uses an attack while in the Windfall Bonanza state, Topaz gets 10 energy, increases Topaz and Numby's damage dealt to enemies targets with fire weakness by 15%, and then when Topaz uses a base attack to deal damage, it's considered a follow-up attack. Then her bonus stats are 22.4% fire boost, 12% crit rate, and 10 HP. So, pretty much how you'd play it, Topaz, is you'd pair with follow-up attack units, you would proof of death whoever you want to do damage on, and then anytime you ult, everything will action advance Numby. Pretty much your damage comes from Numby, right? But pretty much the whole gimmick with her is just skill, and then anything Topaz does is pretty much a follow-up attack, and Numby loves that. Now, Topaz is a very strong unit, and she can actually do a lot of damage on her own, because she is a hunt character. but her main purpose is being paired with follow-up attack units. So let's go over to Private's tier list real quick. It's pretty easy to have the characters on the screen at once. She wants to be paired with characters such as Adventuring. This Adventuring has follow-up attacks when you get hit enough, which will trigger quite a bit. She wants to be paired with Dr. Ratio is another good one. Jing Yun. She can be paired with Blade, Clara. You can't see them. I just realized I am such a good YouTuber. Actually, it's insane. You know, like probably one of the best if you guys didn't know. Alright, there we go. Alright, so like I said, Adventuring over here. Boom, boom. Then Ratio, Blade, Clara, Jue has follow-up attacks. Himiko and Herta are also pretty good options, especially in Pure Fiction. I mean, Topaz can only hit one person, but if you do it on the boss enemy, just to get a bit more damage off of them, that could work, right? What do they have her in Pure Fiction? I'm pretty sure she's pretty low. Yeah, she's only a B, but I mean, it makes sense, right? Because it's AoE. So you have Herta, Himiko, technically Yanqing, we'll count him, Clara, Blade, Ratio, and I almost said Topaz herself, sorry, and then Adventuring, right? Those are the main characters you're going to want to use Topaz with. Topaz is very strong on her own, so I have seen people run just Topaz by herself, but it's a bit weird, you know? It'd be like running, like, who's the record for this? It'd be like running Kafka on not a dot team, right? She can perform, but it's just weird, right? It just isn't her optimal setup. But if you use Ratio, which he's free, Topaz is a solid option. Do note though that we do have Jade coming up, and most of the ICP or IPC, yeah, I can remember the acronym. Members work pretty well together, at least so far. And Jade is an Erdation character, so she could buff follow-up attacks as well. And if she does, there is a slight chance for Robin. We love Robin. Robin's really good follow-up attacks too, by the way. So they're kind of doing a little bit of tricky adventure in Robin, Topaz. But anyway, like I was saying, so there is a chance that Topaz falls off the follow-up attack team. Now, the follow-up attack team, as of right this second, is going to look something like Ratio, Adventuring, Topaz, and Robin. So, obviously, when we get to see Jade's kit, we'll know a bit more. But unfortunately, we aren't going to know Jade's kit before Topaz leaves. So, the only way to really see her kit is if you look through non-legitimate means, which is unfortunate. But I promise you, Topaz will probably be the one still on the team. If anything, Ratio himself will probably get kicked off the team. And then at the very most, maybe Robin, maybe, depends on what Jade does and if she's really strong in that regard. But since she's Erdation, I'm just going to take a stab in the dark and say she's probably going to replace Ratio. So it's still a good idea to grab Robin, or not Robin, sorry. Well, Robin, yes, too, but it might be a good idea to grab Topaz if you're going to build the follow-up attack team. But like I said, if you're like me, I have Ratio and Adventuring, but I don't have Topaz and Robin is really good for follow-up attack team, and Topaz is also good for follow-up attack team, so it's a bit rough. Honestly, I'd have to say, if you're only looking to grab one, I would highly recommend Robin over Topaz, because Robin can be used in more areas, and since Topaz really only does damage and then boosts follow-up attack damage, she can technically get replaced if we get another unit who boosts follow-up attack damage. We'll have to see if she's going to be better, or he, whoever it may be. I'm just saying, assuming Jade will probably be a follow-up attack base unit, right? So we'll have to see where Topaz stands at that point, but I do think Robin is going to be better than her. But other than that, it's pretty much going to be it for the video. If you use follow-up, think about getting Robin. If you don't use follow-up, you don't really have a reason to summon. But other than that, let me know if you're summoning for Topaz. I keep wanting to say Robin every time, man. Anyway, let me know if you're summoning for Topaz in the comments, if you're skipping, if you're going for a light cone, which is really good, but there are free-to-play options, by the way. If you're going for E1, E2, E3, any of that, or if you're skipping for units such as Jade, Firefly, Boot Hill, let me know in the comments, and I'll catch y'all next one.